hand.
He kissed my very clean hands.
All right.
My very clean hands.
I don't just go put my sexy debonair lips on any hand. I personally sought you out.
Because the ladies at the Improv, they will be ready tonight for.
No, they ain't gonna be ready.
They are all. Look.
You kiss their hand?
Yeah.
Nah, not every hand is kissable.
Okay, well, I feel very honored. Thank you.
You should. From scalp to cuticle, you a bad one.
Thank you, thank you. Well, Aries, he's gonna be at the Improv tonight. I always have to look at my notes. 7:30 and 10 tonight. Saturday 7 o'clock and 10, and then Sunday at 7 o'clock. So Aries.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a big fan of the Proud Family.
Yes.
And I know that you were the voice of Wizard Kelly, y'all.
Yeah.
So Disney Plus, they made the whole revival, and I saw Kyla Pratt. She made a statement that Proud Family is coming back to Disney Plus. So, are you going to be on the Proud Family?
I did one episode already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So, as long as they keep him in the storyline and he's to be needed, I will be needed.
Okay, so Wizard Kelly was Oscar Proud's brother, right?
No, I don't think so. Unless there's something you know that I don't.
No, I thought he was his brother and he wore the white jumpsuit. Or am I getting him confused with the one that's like,
No, that's his brother.
Okay.
Yeah. Wizard Kelly is kind of like the Magic Johnson.
Yes, and he had the movie theaters.
Yeah. You never see his face. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the big guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now.
Talking about basketball. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's it like to do voiceover work?
Comfortable, because you're not seen, so you can walk in your pajamas.
Yeah.
And look as disheveled and as lazy as you want.
So
yeah.
Does it take up a lot of time though? Like, how long are you in those studios?
It depends. I mean, listen. The regular cast members, Kyla, Tommy.
Yeah.
What's my name? The girl's name. Oh, I'm forgetting. It's gonna kill me.
Light skin with. Yes.
The mom.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
They're the main players, so they might be a little bit more. Take up their time more than anybody else, but I'm reoccurring, so they just call me when they need me. I'm in and out.
But that sounds like strenuous work, though, because I'm in the studio from noon all the way until about 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but you're doing a whole show, and it's just you.
I know, but you guys have to be animated and.
No, it's all voice work. It's all voice work. The acting comes from your voice.
You are very talented. You can do a lot of voices. How many voices? All the time. How many voices can you do?
I don't know offhand. I think somewhere in the vicinity of, once upon a time ago, probably 30.
30?
Yeah.
Did you add some new voices to
every now and then, a little bit. Yeah.
So, okay, can you give me a new one?
Oh, man. Well, the newest one is Paul Mooney.
Okay, let's hear that one.
I'd be scared to, I don't want to get you kicked off the air.
Oh, okay. Then we'll hold that one. I'll let you do that one at the Improv. That's what people have to go see you for tonight.
Yeah.
I know you do Jay-Z.
I don't know if I'm in Jay-Z range right now. Shaq,
You do Shaq?
Yeah.
The playoffs is coming soon. I can't wait to see LeBron and AD. They're going to dominate. And, big man dominate. LeBron got to get 28-10. You got to be done, man. You got to get 28-10.
Yeah,
So how did you figure out that you could do that though? Since you were young.
Yeah, I mean it's like being a singer. You have an ear for tone, inflection, rhythm, notes.
Can you sing?
Voice. You know what? I'm a shower singer. When the steam is right.
Okay.
And the acoustics is on point.
Are you much for karaoke?
Yeah, but that's a silly side of me, like everybody else.
But what's your go-to karaoke song?
I like Bryan Adams. Everything I do, and Please Forgive Me.
Okay, mine's Love Shack.
White boy from Canada.
That's mine's Love Shack.
Yeah, see that's you ain't really trying to karaoke sing. You're trying to have a good time.
I'm a karaoke girl.
All right.
I'm a karaoke girl.
All right.
Okay, so voiceover work. Okay, comedy wise, what I was actually just watching one of your interviews that you did, and you said that you feel like you're blackballed and that you don't feel respected in the comedy game. Because when I say Aries Spears, people get really excited.
Well, I think I'm respected as far. I'll put it in boxing terms. There's the People's Champ and there's the Paper Champ. And the People's Champ is, self-explanatory. He's a champ amongst the people. The Paper Champ is the industry. So I think as far as the streets go and as far as people go, I'm loved and I'm respected. But as far as the industry goes, not so much.
You don't feel like they understand you, or
no? I think they understand me exactly.
Are you too real then for the fakeness of how? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that.
you know, we live in a moist time right now, you know, and political correctness run amok. So I'm from the old school. I don't bite my tongue, and I say what I believe and what I feel, and you know, that rubs people wrong, you know, in a business where, you know, people are soft.
Okay, I can see that as a good and bad thing, but as for right now, it's so great that you can control your narrative because there's so many different platforms that you can reach people. You don't feel that way?
No, there is. Yeah, there is. But you know,
there's more that goes into it.
It's a harder road. Whereas, you know, look, if you do it on the Hollywood scale of things, things are more accessible to you. Okay. There's a lot more powerful hands in the kitchen that can help make things happen at a decent rate. Whereas with this stuff, you know, it's all you. It's only you sometimes. And when you're trying to juggle being on the road and, you know, having a personal life at home and everything else, it's kind of hard, especially because so much of this stuff is, you know, you're financing yourself. Yeah. So, you know, between bills and responsibilities and alimonies and child support payments, and it's hard to juggle all that stuff.
Tax season is coming up.
Yeah, all of that. So, you know, not to say it can't be done, but it's a lot tougher road.
So, since you say that you kind of don't fit in Hollywood, do you feel like there's a shift within your peers? Because I know that sometimes, you know, everybody wants to mess with you when you're hot, but when you're not, you know, right there, always in the public spotlight, a lot of people are like, oh, okay. Do you feel that way, or
you know, Hollywood is high school. You know, it's a fraternity. Yeah. You know, cool kids sit with the cool kids. The goth kids sit with the goth kids. Jocks with jocks. Nerds with nerds. So I'm not always great at playing that game. I've always, you know, been more of a loner. You know, I came into this game kind of by myself. I didn't come up in the traditional sense where I had a comedy comrade and partners in arms. I was 14, 15, 16, couldn't even get into clubs without my mother. And even when I did what I did, I had to leave. I couldn't hang out. So I never got a chance to develop those relationships. So everything I've done, I've kind of done on my own. And when you're aloof, that creates a perception. Some people take aloof for a-hole. Some people take aloof for arrogance. And, you know, it's not any of that. I just came up that way. So I'm trying to figure out how to better maybe play this game so that I can sit with the cool kids, if that makes sense.
So I saw an interview this past week with Pete Davidson, and then also I've been hearing what Tommy Davidson has been talking about with his time in Living Color, and then Pete Davidson talking about his role in SNL and feeling like it's coming to an end. And I know that you were on Mad TV, and they both said that they felt like at a time they were being bullied on set. Not that I think Pete feels like he doesn't fit in on SNL. Tommy, he felt like he was going back and forth with Jamie Foxx. Did you ever feel that way? Because I know that you said that you're more of like a lone wolf. Did you ever feel that way? Or do you feel that way in comedy sometimes?
I probably feel more that way in comedy. Because I know with Mad TV, I was able to carve my own niche. So the people that were able to do that had their fans. You know, Will had his fans, and Mo and Deborah and Nicole and Alex had their fans, and I had mine. Collectively, we definitely had fans, but individually, we had fans as well. So that wasn't it. But in comedy itself, like I said, it's a fraternity. You know, whether it's podcasting or talk shows or movies or TV, these guys run in packs. You know, and if you're not part of their pack,
you like to bully people? That's so lame to me.
I don't know if the word bully is appropriate. They ignore you. You know, you're not, who are you? You're not, you know, what are you doing here?
But once you do something real cool, they're like, oh, okay, they want to jump on the train.
That's always how it goes.
Yeah, that's so lame.
It is lame,
thirsty to me.
But that's the game, though, and it is lame, and it's unfortunate that it's like that. You know, sometimes black people, the black power players in the game, are less likely to help you than the other ones. Yeah. You know, sometimes we give each other the cold shoulder quicker than they do, than they give it to us. So it's a weird game, you know. And
but you're still in it. You're still in it.
Listen, I'm still. I ain't missing no meals. You know what I mean? And I'm still getting to do what I love on the level that I like to do it. And I ain't got no boss, and I ain't got nobody telling me
That's
when
a
to
good
wake
feeling.
up. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and what to do. So I'm all right. You know, the goal is to get better and to be bigger. But for right now, I'm all right.
So you have, so obviously you do stand up. You have your reoccurring role on the Proud Family.
Yes.
And do you also, you have a podcast too, am I
Yes,
correct?
it's called Spears and Steinberg.
Spears and Steinberg, okay.
Yeah, it's available on Apple, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon, and Spearsburg.com. It's probably been out a little over 2 years.
2 years. Do you also put it on YouTube too, or just strictly audio?
It's audio right now,
Okay.
but we're going to start putting it up on YouTube pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you feel freedom with that and being able to say what you want? Or do you still feel like there are guidelines when you have a podcast?
No, because I don't live my life within guidelines. So, you know, I kind of do and say what I want to say, and whatever the repercussions are, I'll deal with the windfall after. Because I've been trying to do it the other way, and that ain't working. So why should I continue to crucify myself doing it someone else's way? If I'm gonna die on the pole, then I'm gonna do it my way. You know?
I think the quote was more for like well-behaved women never make history, but I feel like well-behaved people in general never make history.
No. And I read another quote where it said the people that think they're crazy enough to change the world often do. So why play it safe? That's so boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you know, shake it up.
Shake it up.
Shake up the system.
Shake it up, baby.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else that you're working on for 2020?
How to get you to say I do.
Every time you say that, I think I'm just gonna be a single lady. I think that it's less drama.
No.
Less drama.
I know you're not supposed to ask, but I gotta ask. How old are you?
31 years old.
Yeah.
I'm getting up there.
No.
My biological clock is ticking.
I don't know what that means.
This industry does not like older women.
Yeah.
So people always tell me you need to lie about your age, but I'm not ashamed about my age.
And you shouldn't be. You know, never let anybody or anything define your happiness. So.
My mom just turned 70, and she don't look 70. She looks good, so I'm excited to get older.
If y'all cut from the same cloth.
We are cloth talk.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And my aunt, on my dad's side, she is, I think, 75,
like
maybe.
your skin glows. There's a glow.
Well,
it's
thank
there's
you.
really a glow.
I moisturize.
No, you just look like you was born out of the ocean.
I don't know what that means, but hey, if I'm a mermaid, the black Ariel.
Picture that slow motion shot of you rising out of the water and you throwing your head back with all that water. It's in slow motion. It's a very beautiful shot. It's the glamour shot.
Well, thank you. All right, well, improv tonight, 7:30 and 10. Saturday, 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock. And then Sunday, 7 o'clock. Get your tickets, improvkc.com. Social media.
Yeah,
where can they slide in your DMs?
Yeah, Instagram.
Okay.
Aries Spears. That's all I'm really. I don't mess with Facebook too
Do you
heavy.
do Twitter still?
No, I got banned on Twitter. I got banned on Twitter.
You got banned?
Yeah.
How does one get banned from Twitter?
When you call the black folks who are coons, and you mess with the Trump supporters' mascots, they come to their rescue, and they come in droves. So enough reports, and goodbye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that one of my friends, he's banned on Twitter, and he just lives here in Kansas City, but he's pretty wild on Twitter. So
I don't know that I was ever wild. I was just controversial. Like even my latest Instagram post today of Donald Trump in the Oval Office sitting in his desk surrounded by the coon camp. You know, and Diamond and Silk, a.k.a. And Show Liz, that minstrel show. So, you know, I get real, I'm not political, but I'm passionate about what I'm passionate about.
You have a voice and you have an opinion, as we all do.
And I think that our people need to do better, be better, and pay attention to what's going on right now. You know,
there's a lot of things that we get distracted by that taken away from the bigger picture.
Yeah. And there's some people out there representing us wrong. So, you know, I holler.
Okay, well, don't go looking for him on Twitter. And he does it for the gram. It's just Aries Spears?
Aries Spears, yeah.
Okay, with an S.
Yes.
With an S.
And DM me if you want the link to the podcast so I can send it to you directly. Again, Spears and Steinberg, The Jew and the Jerk. Available through iTunes, Apple, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon, Spearsburg.com.
Get his tickets to go see him tonight. ImprovKC.com. Thank you, Aries.
You got it, mama.